Hello and welcome to Back on Track episode 2 of Shades of Blue. And this is really a wraparound moment for One Man and His Songs, because this is one of the first episodes I made at the beginning of the project back in December. And for one reason or another it's been put to one side and I've not really done very much work on it, but picked it up again recently and tried to use some of the stuff that I've learned from Hummingbird and Snowfall and to a certain extent Evermore, and the stuff that's been worked on in the meantime has fed into this, and the big quantum leap has been harmony. Now I'm still mixing the harmonies at the moment. I've not decided what's in and what's out, but there's a lot of information in there. If I open the harmony folders and show you just how many harmony tracks we've got, and these are all the ones that are actually greyed out at the moment, so the purple stuff is in. Let's play the song as is, and then we'll come back and talk about it. So, quite a change. I don't know how long it's going to take me to really get to grips with harmonies and start feeling like I understand what I'm doing, but the journey's a hell of an interesting one. Wow, I mean, it just completely transforms any music that it's there. Turning an instrumental into a song is one thing, but then adding backing vocals to that song with vocals, It's just incredible, isn't it? The biggest quandary that I'm having at the moment is coming out of the solo. I don't know whether or not I actually want any. I've got a load of harmonies in the exit from the solo, so it could, if I wanted, sound more like this.
Of courage, tell the tales anew.
I don't know if it adds anything. So that's a thing that I'm currently working on. I mean, there's obviously tons of stuff that's missing. This entire section here, I tried adding vocals to. So there's none at all. It could, if I wanted to, sound like this. Now that I do that, I think that sounds amazing. I'm really struggling to find where they're supposed to sit in the great scheme of things, because you have to listen to the entire thing. The song's what, 4 minutes long ish, 3.5 minutes long, and you've really got to listen to the whole thing in order to answer a question like, should there be any harmonies there? Because the answer is entirely informed by what's happened previously and what's about to happen. When you listen to it in isolation, you think, well, that clearly sounds better with them. Bung them in. And so you end up with everything playing all the time. So it's a slow process, having to play back the whole song, and then your ears start getting numb and you're focusing on the thing that you've just been processing, and therefore you lose all objectivity and have to put the song down and go and work on a different song. So trying to find a pattern for the most efficient way to actually evolve a song is something that I need to do a building blocks episode on. I think it's one of the most difficult, most challenging and difficult to learn skills as to how long in between doing various things should you leave a song before you come back and do it again. I know that there are people out there who can just sit down, write a song in 10 minutes, done, go to the pub. Well, that's not useful, because that's not normal. Most people don't wake up singing the melody to Yesterday. Most people have to struggle. It's really hard to do this stuff. And while you're labouring over it, particularly with harmonies where there are so many tracks and so many different combinations of things that could be in or out, you just get lost in the reeds. So I'm finding that I'm having to put it down for days at a time and then come back and listen to it again, and then get a new perspective. And on that listening, then it's been a couple of days since I've listened to this song, and there was stuff that I thought, need to put that back in, need to take that back out, blah blah blah. So that's an interesting journey. That's the process of discovery. I'm becoming more comfortable now with my own singing. I've found my limitations, which is don't try to sing actual words, don't try to sing more than one note at a time. Don't do warbly stuff. I can do a long note and then down into another low note, into another long note, and then just basically lean on Vari Audio to get me through the rest of it. But I'm becoming okay, listening to myself now. The sound is like not offensive to me. Does the job. And because my voice is so much lower than Pauline's, then we fit together very well. So that's nice. The song itself is now basically ready for mixing. I've actually created a mixed version of the song once already, and then had to go back in to do some surgery on the harmonies, so abandoned it. But I'll do another one. I'm now going to convert all the VST instruments to audio files, rename the project _mix, and then put this aside and start working on the final mix. I'm not putting any more harmony in now. It's just a question of what I use and what I don't use. So it's been a very long time, best part of 3 months since I've done anything on Shades of Blue, and I knew it was close to finished, but I had no idea how important backing vocals were going to be in order to enable it to become a finished song. So that's been a really valuable lesson to learn in the interim. And now hopefully I can take the experience that I've gained from Hummingbird and Snowfall. This is the third song to which I've applied harmony, and I think I'm getting better at it. I really like this tune. I've got a very soft spot for it, and I expected it to be the first song I finished. It was a little bit of a surprise to me that Hummingbird picked up so much momentum and ended up getting to the finish line first, but I really want to get Shades of Blue finished, and now that I've got all this harmonic content to work with, I'm very hopeful that I'm going to get a good result at the end of the day. And if you hit subscribe and notifications, then you'll find out when the next version of the series comes out, in which hopefully I'm embroiled deep in the mixing process. I hope to see you then. Thanks very much for watching.